Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. We're picking up right where we left off from the last video, only with different equipment. And I'll explain the plan as we go along. But basically, the bottom line is, it was too hard for that I tried. Let's get going. This is the Ural Typhoon, by the way. This is the Ural Typhoon mod. All in off-road, sideboard, trailer, low saddle, all 5 spots. Now, what happened off camera, what I was experimenting with, is a replacement for that Tiger the Tiger with the Tiger paint scheme. Really cool looking truck, and it pulls like crazy, strong as hell, and good traction, but it's just about impossible to drive. So I tried the Voron Grad as a replacement, and I experimented with coming down here and picking up loads with it, and 3 different times well, it was just about impossible to get up out of the quarry without putting it in low range or winching off of something. And I dumped it over like 3 different times, experimenting with different routes. You might be wondering why I didn't go down to the bottom right there, because I have a different plan in mind. If you turn there, you have to go over a bunch of, you have to drag the trailer over those big boulders and shit. And then you have to whip a U-turn to come back out. Now if I come down here, I can drive straight into the loading zone with no U-turn. And the rocks that I'm dragging the trailer axles over are nothing compared to the other side. 1, 2, 3 for the warehouse that we just left. No, actually not the warehouse we just left. For the warehouse by the Drummond Island gate. So we have to go up that stinking road again. But I have a Mark 23 right here that I can hop into and do fuel and repair. Standard maintainer to the Typhoon U. And then might as well fix that little bit of steering damage. There's nothing I can do about the front end damage without returning it to the garage. Yes, I was experimenting with climbing the hills, going up and down the hills over here, and it was nosing into the ground a little bit. You know, it's no big deal. No one's gonna complain about a little bent bumper. Alright, 3 bags back up to the other warehouse. And sometimes when you first start out, this thing will seem like it's not gonna go, but then it catches up some power and takes off. So there it bumps the ground a little bit. There's a rock there that it bumps into. No big deal. I went a little wide on the corner. But look at that sucker climb, huh? Come back to the right. Come back to the right for me, baby. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Not even the cat, cat. I think of the tiger design and I think of cat. Not even the Tega with the tiger paint job would just ramble right up that hill without hardly slowing down. Alright, I've got a route laid out. If it's still working. I still see a marker pointing me to go left. Little different shortcut that we haven't used before. It kind of pauses as it's downshifting, but then it takes off. See, before I've gone up that one, and then I've just kind of turned left and went through the trees, knocking them down. But just up ahead is another route that kind of more directly takes you up to the top of the hill. I don't think I've ever used it before, except maybe in a scout vehicle. Should be this thing right here. Yep. It's just waiting for the waypoint marker to change. I don't know what it's going to be like to climb this thing in this vehicle. trying to stay on the road as best as I can. I've never used this Ural Typhoon to pull a trailer before. I had the maintenance unit on it with field and repair points. This thing pulls like a mofo. Oh, I think I should have planned that corner better. Let's start turning right way earlier. Oh, come on. It goes back to the left anyways. Stop. Handbrake won't even hold on this hill. Stay to the right, stay to the right. There you go, baby. Stay to the right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted the first time. Now I'll show you where we are. See? We came up that little hill and we eliminated all this windy bullshit. We still have some left, but probably sounds like the same thing I said in the previous video. It's just a different shortcut that I haven't used before. So I've gone up that trail. I've gone up the other trail that's closer to the quarry. And I've just gone through the trees. Just picked a spot where it looked pretty good and went for it, knocking the trees down. So I don't think that little trail takes us anywhere. Oh, it goes up to the watchtower. A person could go up the hill, and between these two big boulders, there is enough space. You can climb this hill, go between the two boulders, and then kind of climb up towards the watchtower and come back down the hill, and then you're right there. But the chance that you might tip over the truck is greater going that way than staying on the road. I don't know if you can tell from the map, but that's a big slope between the tree line in the valley and the watchtower at the top of the hill. That's a pretty good slope. I've been up there with the M134. Never with a loaded semi. Making a lot better progress. Oof. I couldn't see past the damn tree. I guess I'll get off of it by just going over the damn thing. I just hit the brakes because it was really hauling ass and I couldn't see what was around the corner. And then bam! The turning radius on this is not as good as the Tega or the Voron, for that matter. Cement for the region. Let's unload that as soon as I take a screenshot. Alright. Close, and we have to go back to get more cement. Whoops. Push the button straight down too hard. Like I say, turning radius not as good. And there is fuel back at the quarry. Although, you know, if I filled up here, I wouldn't be using as much out of that truck at the quarry. God dang it. It just pumped all my fuel into the fuel trailer. With just one tap, just selecting refuel, dumped all my fuel into the fuel trailer. Ugh. Not the first time either. Must be some glitch with the mod. Or modded trucks in general, not necessarily this mod. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this mod, but it has done that to me with several different modded vehicles. You know, right before I started recording, I turned the sensitivity down on the stick a little bit because it seemed like it was a little much. And now it almost seems harder to drive than when it was up higher. But it's still better than that Tega. But I might stop and turn it back up a little bit. I think I was doing better when it was a little higher. I know I keep doing this crap when I'm recording. I had it at 235, then I went to 205, and now it's 225. So, see, splitting the difference makes it better. When I had it on a straight road, because I had to bring it down from the garage, of course, you know. So I came down, there's that straight road from the garage until you have to make the corner by the farm. And then that almost looks like a way down the hill right there, don't it? Oof. Bet that'd be a hair-raising ride. So anyways, between the garage and the farm there's a pretty long straight section, and then as you're going down past the farm, between the farm and the dam, there's a pretty long straight section, and I was able to hold it wide open in a straight line, and this thing will haul ass if you get it, if you hold it wide open for any length of time. I don't know if we'll get to see that here. There's no long straight stretches here. I think I'm going to be approaching my turn pretty shortly though. I believe I have to get past this dirt section back onto the asphalt, and I have to go around that horseshoe corner, and then I go back off-road. Looks like I could go down right there. Oh, looks okay at first, but big rocks at the bottom. And you know what? I already passed my horseshoe corner. God dang it. I should have turned off the road way back here. You know, that's just me being stupid. I should have made a marker. I even went past this spot where you could go down and take a shortcut. I went past everything you could shortcut. No, you know what? If I back up a little, I can go right through there. Just back up a little. Whoops. Like, right there. Ah, dang it, that makes me mad. Actually, I can just go right where I was, right around that pole. But the lack of turning radius is going to make me have to back up. But all this is doing is cutting off a couple of straight sections with a corner. It ain't much of a shortcut. But now I'm down on the last section that leads back to the quarry. I was just thinking how well this thing drives compared to that Tega, and Wasn't thinking about where my shortcut is. In reality, we probably only lost maybe 5 or 6 minutes. 7 or 8 at the most. Not taking that shortcut, but, well, shit happens and life goes on, man. There is another way I can go down. I mean, there's a couple different ways I can go down into this mine, quarry, which doesn't involve circling the entire thing in order to come down that one specific hill. On the other side, I'll point it out as I'm going by. Well, you know the spot where I come up, where I came out of the mine last time? I can go back down that hill just as easily as I come up it. But then when I get to the loading zone down here, I'm pointed the wrong way to go back out. And I have to make that U-turn. And there just isn't shit for room down there. I did it that one time. I don't know if I uploaded that video yet. I did it one time by backing up instead of trying to spin the thing around. I backed the trailer into the corner and I swung the cab around, swung the tractor around, so it ended up pointing straight at that little curved hill we gotta go down. So it was perfect. It worked absolutely perfect, and I didn't even look behind me. I just hit reverse and steered a little bit, and it worked out perfect. But if you asked me to do it twice, forget it. That was sheer luck. So I was pointing the other way, and I backed the trailer up into that corner over there, and then had the cab pointing straight down. Now this is going to Island Lake. So we got to follow this road through the swamp. I'll put some markers on that. God dang it. If you don't have markers through the swamp, you get off course. There's the potential for getting off course. Like when I needed to make this left and I kept going towards the quarry. You know that. I think I'll just let it get dark. Ah, see, there's that turning radius thing again. But I'll take a little lack of turning radius over not tipping over at the drop of a dime like the Voron. And being able to climb the hills out of here. I would love for it to have some rear steer or something, give it a tighter turning radius. But I'm not going to bitch about it. I mean, the truck is freaking amazing. Doesn't have any bright lights for nighttime. See, this refuel started out with the Ural as the source. Only because I was doing it with the keyboard, it didn't, I'm doing it with the mouse instead of the controller. It didn't just automatically dump the fuel, so it's probably the A key on my controller. You know, because how many thousands of times have I used that A key to select something? You know what I mean, Vern? Alright, let's climb up out of here. Try and come at it a little diagonally so I get the right angle on it. Oh, but don't slide that way. Okay, now you can turn left. What a truck. Now this time I have to turn left at the top of the hill instead of right. Which in reality should probably be easier. An easier turn. What is it? Is it this road or yeah, it's this road. There's two roads there. But the other one to my left is a dead end. Whoa! Oh, this thing just loves big wide corners. That was a hell of a slope it was on, and it didn't tip over. The Tega probably would have done that too, but I thought I turned the lights on before, but apparently not. The Tega Special Edition probably would have stayed on its wheels there, but that Voron M181 would have been over on its roof. It's kind of disappointing that that's my third Max Mike truck. I've got the Kodiak M181, which is a Max Mike mod. I've got the Chevy K1500 M181 version, which is a Max Mike mod, and they're both fantastic vehicles. You know, and then he did the I was gonna say then he did the Voron. I don't know if it was, I don't know when he did the Voron. I just have to find it. When I went to SnowRunner.mod.io, it popped up on the front page right toward the top, indicating it, you know, was a fairly fresh mod, fairly new mod, and because I liked the Voron Grad, I grabbed it up. That tree is hanging me up. I ran over that tree, and it's not completely letting go of me. If I back up and take another shot at it, I should be able to go right across. Maybe not right across. I love my vanilla Voron Grad. You know, it's a good truck. You know, not quite as powerful as some of the mods maybe, but it's a great truck, so I figured a Max Mike version of the Voron Grad would be even better. And I like how it drives. I like how it traverses mud. I like how it, you know, will haul a load. It's just, when it comes to a really steep hill, like climbing out of the quarry, it rolls over real easy, and you have to use low gear to get any movement on those hills. This thing is barely moving through this deep mud, but it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. I'm moving it around to find some traction. There we go. She found some traction. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know there's a power pole there, but that doesn't mean you have to hit it. I think that was a, whoops, I gotta turn here. I think that was a terrain issue. A big rut. It was crossing, threw it over toward the pole. You know, whatever. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go to Island Lake. Oh, excuse me. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning with about I don't know, 2.5 hours of sleep. And sat here editing the next upload until about 6:30, and it was rendering. I was waiting for it to render. I went and laid down and turned on the TV while I was waiting for it to render and fell asleep. Didn't wake up till about 10:30. And it was sitting there done, of course. But then I didn't start uploading it till 10:30 in the morning instead of at like 7. I usually don't have to do any editing on them. It's just that one. Whoa! That particular one, I was having so much trouble with the steering on that Tega, going up that long curvy road, and I must have went to settings a dozen different times. And is that gonna drop off or is it gonna make it? Oh, it's riding the edge. Oh, motherfucker, don't do that. Oh. Whoops. There's that turning radius. And this does not have an autonomous winch. I have to bring another truck over to pull it out. Alright, well, we'll do that in the next one. I don't think no, I can't activate the crane. Anchors aren't going to do anything for me. No autonomous winch. Alright. I'll fix this off camera, and then we'll come back and finish this. It's been 45 minutes, and you can actually see the destination. Damn, that makes me mad. It looked like it was going to continue to ride that edge and stay up. Alright, well that's how this one ends. If I had a truck nearby, I would just turn the thing over into the swamp and drive it out of there. But I'd have nothing to flip it with over here on Island Lake. And it would take me 20 minutes to get something here. So, alright, we'll pick up where we left off when I get this thing back on its wheels. Thanks for watching.